Alright, evening folks, Phil Gallagher of Thraven U here for another Monster Train run. We've got a couple of combinations to finish off on Covenant 25. We're going to start with Awoken Remnant. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, we have good cards to start with. We have Glimmer for crowd control, we have Engraft, which is great if we get Awoken Hollow or Thorned Hollow, and we have Wicklash so that some of our dregs actually can do some things. Good stuff. Combustible Wax is a little weird here, because in a lot of circumstances we're probably just going to want our dregs to burn out and die and like remove themselves and not take up space, but this might actually keep them alive in some scenarios, which may or may not be a good thing. I think Melting Spout is garbage, though. I think this is often actively a bad artifact, considering that you want your tomb units to die. So I'm going to take the Combustible Wax, even though it might not do a ton. We're looking for spikes here if we're offered it, and we are. Just taking another look at the starting cards real quick. We have 2 Glimmers, 1 Engraft, 2 Wicklash. So all in all, very happy with this start. We can probably get pretty aggressive with some early challenges. Yeah, so like Spikes, for example, is like really not a big deal when we're offered Glimmer, and when our champion is going to do a lot of killing anyway. Okay, spikes mean that the dregs aren't necessarily fantastic. So, the question is, like, how do I want to set up to maximize my chances of getting the Collector next turn? So 100% of the time, I do that. Now, it's just a question of, like, where am I putting this? Is it floor 1 so this dreg can get a hit on this? And I like have a better chance of finishing it off? Or is it on, like, do I set both of these up on floor 3? To have the best chance of getting Collector, or do I split the difference between them? So, we're doing this no matter what. That means that I don't take any damage this turn. I'm going to set this up top floor. We'll still get a hit in on this unit if we need to, but it means we get top floor Collector without needing to play another spell. Probably want this here for the boss. You are potentially getting the Pyre as of now. Maybe do this. I think that changes those numbers. Yeah, so now we're taking 1 Pyre hit here. So this unit kills itself. We'll probably go... Dreg plus Wicklash. That's worth 1 relatively large hit. And this goes here and doesn't do a ton. Okay, we've finished things off on this floor, which is fantastic. What unit am I being offered next floor with my Remnant unit? Razor Sharp Edge is kind of interesting with dregs that have Burnout 5 that can turn them into real threats. I think I'm supposed to take that over the Restoration Detonation. It's a bit of a weird pick. Molded for dregs is totally fine. But since they have Burnout 5, they actually, like, survive. Grip Fall's slow and kind of expensive. Unless I upgrade it. It's either Molded or Skip here, and a lot of it depends on, like, what unit this is right here. I think I'm going to take the Molded and just kind of, like, hedge towards it doing something for this run at some point. So we have multi-strike and plus 10. So we'd really like an offensive unit here, not a defensive unit. Tough. So Lady of the Reformed is not good with the upgrades that are currently in the shop. And the same is also true of Legion of Wax. Lady of the Reformed is better on her own and can hold a burnout floor if that's something that I want to do. I have a lot of gold. I might be able to re-roll the shop and try to find either a health upgrade or a large stone for this. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So, like, if we look ahead, we're not offered another merchant next floor. So we really need to make a unit here that can get us through Daedalus. And if we swing for the fences and do really well on Hellvent, we can... Or sorry, if we do really well on this shop after re-rolling, we maybe, like, can Hellvent and duplicate. It's not all magic all the time on this channel anymore. I'm playing a lot of Monster Train. This game's so good. So the real question here is, like, how hard are we swinging for the fences with the Legion of Wax? I don't get double good upgrade here, so I can multi-strike the Legion of Wax, but then I can't large stone it afterwards, which is, like, maybe its best upgrade. But if I multi-strike this and then give it plus 25 health, that's pretty good and isn't reliant on me hitting the exact correct shop upgrade in this slot. It's probably safer to multi-strike it and then get plus health on it than it is to large stone it. But multi-strike without a large stone upgrade is kind of weird. I'm gonna roll the shop. Thank you. All right, we hit the large stone. And now it's a question of, like, do we want the additional power or the additional health? Both are totally reasonable upgrades. I think I'm going to go for the additional health. And then Legion of Wax should solo bosses on its own. And we'll just have to worry about making one other floor that can deal damage to regular units. Hey, Rockonatus, welcome. Yeah, like, this is an absurd amount of damage versus bosses. It's just like playing to your outs in Magic, right? Like, you have to know what you need and, like, how to wiggle towards those lines. The Sweet Boss is maybe interesting versus Legion of Wax, but I'm still pretty sure that Legion of Wax just solos it. Especially with the amount of health that I built up on it. We're looking for an early Glimmer here to wipe this floor, but we were not offered it. So I guess that means we just, like, largely use our champion as a sacrificial lamb on this floor. It's going to be nearly dead after these two waves, but that's probably okay. We'll put this here. And do that for 1 health. The Train Stewards just being played out to their death here doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, thank you, Glimmer. Boom! Alright, good stuff. Saves a very considerable amount of damage. would kill one Dreg. And maybe save a little bit of health on our champion, but we might roll a Glimmer next turn to save the health on these units. So triple burnout Dregs here. Okay, everyone here is dead. I don't need to kill this floor. The Legion of Wax should do that for me. We will give it a tiny bit more health, and I guess like Wicklash one of these, because we can. Yeah, alright. Very, very easily kill this unit here. The Large Stone Legion of Wax is silly versus bosses. Your damage actually goes up over time versus the bosses, which is usually the opposite of how a lot of units go. First, Sharpen on Legion of Wax versus like second Razor Sharp Edge for Legion of Wax. The Legion of Wax has how much health? A billion? Yeah, 73 health on it. The Razor Sharp Edge is a very good DPS upgrade. I think I'm gonna take another one of those. Legion, I think, keeps enhancements that are on the card, not that are given to the card in battle. I think the phrasing of the card doesn't actually work like the card works. We're really looking for Intent on Death at this point, to have an easy run. These are interesting with Molded, but otherwise don't do much. Dripfall becomes more interesting once I have this like massive unit. Dripfalling another threat behind it is totally fine. I passed on the first Dripfall, but maybe I take this one. Am I going for the Duplicate Legion of Wax? And Dripfall it plan. Seems fine, but weird. I don't need the Pyre health. The artifact is good. This means that I have some lack of agency in fights if I duplicate this, because I have 2 5 floors right now, but I might spawn like 5, 4, 5, in which case I can't Dripfall these 2 units down onto each other, and that gets sort of interesting. We are at Devour Seraph, which is probably not that big of a deal for what I'm doing right now. As of right now, the regens are not good and the Train Stewards are not good in my deck. The Dregs are fine. Dregs get worse if I eat up a lot of space with double Large Stone creatures. And this would also make a lot like the Awoken Banner this way, probably just 10 gold. Yeah, I don't know about this one. This one's tough. There's some very good artifacts that I can pick up. I'm gonna go for it. Although I guess technically, I can still back out of it. Technically, I should do the Cavern event first in case I get to put another thing onto Jin. This is not good given the space that I'm going to eat up, and this is not particularly powerful. Like, I would like something that hits real hard as my other unit. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this. Go to the caverns. This is just a boss upgrade that allows me to play a Dreg behind Legion of Wax, and makes it so that my Dripfall plan is always going to be successful. I think that's better than, like, trying to put the Legion of Wax behind my champion or something like that. I don't think that's super necessary. The hammer is a fantastic upgrade here. Like, very choice. Alright, so we need to solve the 190 HP enemies towards the end of the run. We have bosses largely solved. Set up the Legion Floor 2 this first time around seems probably correct. I don't really want to play it into this bomb. Although, I kind of want to play this one to kill these small units and save health on my Legion of Wax. That probably means... Oh, this is the small floor, so I can't drag in front. Interesting puzzle. For this fight, it's probably okay to not, like, drip fall them onto the same floor. Like, that's probably unnecessary. And I should just, like, do something like this that saves the health here. Well. That was strong. We drip fall like this instead. And this goes here. Alright. Very good turn. Saying graft heat. That one health is good there. The Glimmer or the Razor Sharp Edge probably needs to go here. So just take this out and save health on this unit. I think I just want to get rid of that. And then respect the health of my champion on floor 1. The champion doing some initial spike damage to these units is absolutely relevant. $15 incoming if I Razor Sharp Edge and kill one of these. I can survive this turn. I can also survive this turn by playing a Train Steward in front to eat 2 of these. Then those units get through to the next floor, though. Yeah, let's kill one. Kill this. Kill this. Oh, I am exactly wrong in my path. Oops. Alright, I wasted a little bit there. That's on me. We are into the fire. Yeah, so we don't quite have the DPS we might want. Yet. Hold it and reform my champion. Does some stuff, I guess. Like it's worth damage. I'll probably cast this turn. Is that worth more damage than Dreg? Worth 10. Oh, it's actually worth a decent amount of damage. Forgot about my combustible wax. Yeah, very nice. 9, 18, 27, 36. Okay, so I don't need to enhance this. It'd be better to enhance a back unit here. Maybe that one. I just Glimmer here. It doesn't matter, Daedalus is gonna murder this is gonna murder the heck out of Daedalus. Okay, I'm gonna slow this down. So the Moat of Wax that spawns should have 19 power if it doesn't carry this over. Let's see if this works. I also may just kill Daedalus before he kills this. Okay, it will carry Razor Sharp Edge over. Alright, good to know. Formless Child is great scaling. We will probably end up taking that and Ember to go with it over Awoken Railspike. I don't really have good cards to make free right now. Which one of these is best with a Formless Child? I guess that's how I should think about this. Like, do I want a very powerful quick unit or a very powerful sweep unit? Passed on you once, but like having the Formless Child kind of changes things. Also, which way am I going here? I'm probably taking Ember. Oh, maybe I take card draw. Like, the Ember is very important if I draw 2 of these on an early turn, though. I probably have to take Ember this time and card draw next time. I'm not sure about this unit versus Skip. An Animus of Will probably would have been more like what I was looking for. Guess I'll take the sweep unit. Not the best pickups there. At the tail end of that. I'm being offered a lot of duplication, but I don't know that I get to duplicate the Legion of Wax again without like another Ascend or something like that. I think we're going to check out this way and see if this Remnant unit is good. Another Large Stone. We're totally fine with that. Large Stone, that sweep unit is nice. Burnout 6. Possibility to reform it if need be. 1 Molded, 2 Wicklashes, and Formless Child. This is fine. Wickless Baron isn't super impressive here. I'm just going to take this as something that can hit relatively hard. We'll start by removing Train Stewards, and now I have to like actually think about my units. I think I want this to hit very hard and be large. Then I'll give this a ton of health, and it can be sort of a versatile tank/attacking creature. Now, Formless Child could technically get some upgrades, but that's probably not worth the gold. And I can't roll this into into quick, which is what I would really, really want on it. So I think I leave this shop. And then we have a real choice next floor as to what I do with my pathing. Again, enemy units appearing on every floor is not that big of a deal. One of our Legion of Wax, you know, pretty handily solos the boss. And we have a Spikes champion to kill this stuff. So that's going to be this. I think we're good with throwing the sweep unit at top floor with it, and then putting legions on the other 2 floors beneath it. And let's just wipe this floor, it represents more damage. And I do not want to play these train stewards, they're very bad in my deck right now. Yeah, I don't know that I get that. Yeah, I don't get that. This 90 HP unit is not the greatest for me. I think I need to play this here. Then I think I'm doing that to get a very large dreg. I'm gonna need my drip ball soon. He's no space for you right now. Forgot that I large stoned this. This was still 2 conceptually in my mind when I did all this stuff. I want to give you more armor. Guess I glimmer here, save some extra life on that, and heal you for a bit. Guess let's Razor Sharp Edge. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage to just kill these units. That's a problem. Need to Razor Sharp Edge this. From here on out, now that this is online, okay. Yeah. Maybe too good at killing bosses and not good enough at killing regular enemies. Does our floor 1 just beat the boss? If our floor 1 just beats the boss, then the line is Dripfall this unit down. And not take fire damage. But if I'm wrong, it is bad. I think our floor 1 just beats the boss with this 54 unit behind here. Let's see if I'm right. I am correct. Good stuff. Handily as well. I guess I could use another Drip Fall to try to find it sooner. Or a Restoring Retreat. That's fine. We'll take that. Stealth is great. We will absolutely take some stealth. so now I have 2 Drift Ball effects. I don't think the duplication of effect is nearly as valuable as removing dead cards from my deck. Quite happy with that. So many large stones. I don't think I get to do another one of those. I'm already a little tight on space. Although the DPS upgrade would certainly be welcome. We're just battle stoning that. And then seeing what's in the cavern. Maybe removing a couple more cards. Units get an extra upgrade slot. So that large stone that's in the store. Good God. It's so fat. If I roll the shop and look for another, like, upgrade that could sit right here, I think the answer is yes. Oh God, yes! Multi-strike on the other one. GG. What a floor. What a floor. Stealth? Okay, here I don't think we get to take this trial, despite how much stronger that I just made myself. I'm not very good at doing 105 damage on a single floor. Unfortunately, we pass on that trial. You can't take them all. This is a 6. This is a 5. This is a 6. All did very good at being in my opening hand. Appreciate it. We're gonna need a Drift Ball or Restoring Retreat, or I don't have room for PP Boy as of right now. That's okay. Alright, no room for you, Sweet Boy. That's okay. Like, a couple of dregs is totally fine. Yeah, what am I worried about? Like, let's do this, and we're fine. How do I Restoring Retreat? Well, first, let's just do that and see what's happening on the floor. That keeps this alive. Both legions on the same floor makes the boss an absolute joke. Like, I use this floor to go through the 9 stacks of stealth, and then, like, waxy boys come and hang out and save the day. And Formless Child does nothing in this fight, unfortunately, but that's okay. I don't need to play these. I'm not going to redraw them. I can heal you. You have multi-strike. Enhance. Enhance. I just want to keep this floor alive for a bit longer. Or do I? Like, the boss still has to hit this thing a billion times before it dies. It doesn't change things. Like, the stealth kills these two. Or sorry, not stealthing kills these two. Let's just stealth this floor. We're good with that floor dying. Razor Sharp Edge action. And go up to full heal here. Do a drip fall if I wanted. Doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, we're good here. Doesn't even know what hit it. Legion. So good. This is bonus card draw, which I am, like, very, very much of right now. None of these cards are intent on death. I don't think I want any of this. Resin removal is interesting, but I'm not facing Sap Seraph, so not a big deal. Spell Shield Fell is easy. My removes are going towards base level restores at this point, which are clogging up the deck. And I also kind of want to remove some dregs at some point. The Elves video from yesterday was really good. Nathan Lepetz, I believe, top 8'd the challenge today with a very similar list. I don't know how his list was different, but I know he borrowed the Allosaurus Riders from Newton to play in the event. Those Allosaurus Riders are making their rounds. So I'm not sure which floor I'm supposed to go to the Merchant of Magic on. So, like, the artifact plus money is great to make this Merchant of Magic better, and that would mean that I get 2 artifacts, but that would mean that I miss out on potentially 2 sets of card removes, and removing Regs and Glimmers is very good. I'm not sure what ends up making my deck strongest. For this next fight, certainly removing the cards makes me better. But this feels correct. Concussive Coals is actively bad for me. We'll take Precious Plating. We'll look at this shop. And we're just a touch too poor to do anything about it, although I probably would have just passed here anyway. Alright, once we're set up, we should be very, very good to go in terms of beating Fel. Okay. So, this one is the one that costs 6. This is my small floor. So this could be 6, 5, and then Sentient goes on 1. do initial chip damage. These stings are just card draw here. They're not actually doing damage for me. Yeah, and this is ideal because we want to drip ball this one behind this guy. Quite happy about that. That's probably worth it. We have a dead unit. We do not have a dead unit yet. How do I get a dead unit? By killing a dreg? Probably by killing a dreg. Work towards that happening. Alright, we have a very heavy-hitting drag on floor 1 now. I don't want to give you extra armor, and I want these units to kill themselves on spikes. That probably means playing Engulfed in Smoke awkwardly on the top floor, where it's not doing a lot. That's okay. We'll enhance the multi-strike. We will... I don't think I give you bonus armor. I just want this kill on this floor. Restore here, because reasons. Yeah, I gotta get some of these dregs out of the deck. Ah, you're making it up there? Yeah. Too many units right now. We got the precious plating though, so like in the grand scheme of things, we're pretty good. Alright, so the Restoring Retreat happens to drop this onto the same floor as this. Razor Sharp Edge happens here to enhance my power. I've gotten a lot of armor, which is annoying. Folded back the Formless Child. Let it die. Next turn, get another giant dreg. Like I say, mold it, it reforms with Burnout 1. That's actually kind of awkward. I think that's just better for me long term. We'll put that drag up there to let it die. Ooh, you're kind of the last piece of the puzzle here. Killing. $37, you'll do 12 to the pyre if I let you through. I can just drip fall you down. But it takes... Okay, so this happens. Now, I'm just going to check myself to the right. We got 38 and 47, which is exactly 85, meaning I have 47 remaining damage here, which is enough to kill you. So the line is actually, oddly enough, drip fall you, and then play a decent sized unit on this floor. Very nice. Xyz on that middle unit. It costs me my champion, but like, we've got a molded. Everybody burn out. You don't burn out. You can have a random bit of healing. You can have a random drag friend. And you can have a random bit of healing. Alright. Fel has appeared. Superfloor? I can Storing Retreat this down here. Then I can Molded my champion back. Worth 80 something, probably closer to 100 damage on Fel. That's fine. Alright, who will win, Fel or one Legion of Max? Will Fel kill my front one? Yes. Rude. I'm not accruing enough unit deaths where this is good. Until a Legion of Wax has completely died. Then that card turns bonkers. I can try to make a weird formless child loop. I'm not scaling hard enough to beat Seraph right now. This may be a line. It's just like awkward in terms of capacity. And I kind of need to take either Ember or card draw with this pick. I think I skip out on this. This good enough? This is probably good enough with my Legion of Waxes, assuming that I go to a Merchant of Magic. Killing one of these two. The capacity has real uses in that, like, my dregs are liver cards than they are right now. And it makes it easier for me to play the Husk Hermit on the first pass through the deck. But card draw so that I hit my critical spells is also incredibly important. I think I'm going to go with the card draw. Holdover on a critical card would also be quite good for me. So what are we at? Spike's 40 now? Spike's 40. Good stuff. So when I play this, this card is worth 60 more damage if I take the Final Heart. That is a very large damage upgrade. I think I'm going to take that over, like, turning my Restores into some amount of power increase. Engulf in Smoke with Holdover does sound great. Let's try to work towards that world. Do a cost upgrade on Cycle of Life. Do a plus 10 power upgrade on a Glimmer. Roll this shop. Oh! Holdover engulfed in smoke. We've done it. Sorry, holdover double stack engulf in smoke, to clarify. Very nice. Making it look easy over here. Yeah. So this is the same problem as, like, the last time I was offered this trial. I'm still not amazing at killing these things. I don't get to take this trial. Well, Rockonatus, we don't have the win locked in yet or anything, so... not getting cocky or anything. We're not great at killing back enemies before they hit me. 30, 60, 70 damage on my Sentient on turn 1. Yikes. I would like to drip fall this behind the other one. The other one has 6. That still works. Oh, it's not, because they kill themselves on the first attack. That's so much better than I thought it was. I'm going to take this Husk Hermit for DPS, despite the fact that I would love to Cycle of Life up here. Okay. This now is awesome. How I use it is a bit tricky. Cost me 3 of my Ember this turn to set up the legions on the same floor. And also means that this unit gets through, but maybe I'm not supposed to go for that yet. It's just awkward because like I drew both of these at the same time. I can engulf and smoke the bottom floor, but then like my spikes stop doing things. That's a very relevant amount of damage. I think I'm supposed to Razor Sharp Edge this for damage. Go ahead and send this down and take 10 fire damage. And then just set up this murder floor. Also a little awkward that I did that turn. Be much better in some future turns. I don't like this. That's a lot of fire damage. This is the point where I let this unit go. If I save it. I think I let it go and maybe reform it. These drags are quite awkward in my deck. I wonder if I'm supposed to leave this top floor empty after this unit dies. So I can potentially reform. What am I kidding? The boss doesn't make it past this floor. No way. Yeah, I think this is kind of where I stop now. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm doing enough damage to like make it through the fight portion of the Seraph fight. Like this is also getting through. Unless I kill this unit and return my champion, then this unit doesn't make it through. Oh, he's good. He's good. How does he do it? How does he do it? Okay. Yeah, I do sort of still need to solve the DPS problem with the next card pick somehow. An Intent on Death, for example, would be very, very good. let's just you're dying. Yeah, let's just win this fight on floor 2, like so. Anything to reform. And reform a child. I don't know much. Yeah, that doesn't really do. I guess reforming this drag does stuff, technically. Yeah, an intent on death as a pickup here would be so huge. Yeah, I didn't even become uninvisible. Well, this is a bunch of extra damage due to Channel Heart. Thank you. Thank you! That vastly increases my DPS. Vastly. We need to draw that early and often. Probably go to a Merchant of Magic and duplicate it, and then also try to give it holdover. I get what, like, it has to be in my initial slots here because I am poor. Remove consume and cost +1 on preserved thorns. Actually very interesting. That might not be better than multiple regular upgrades, though. To be honest. That Glimmer being good once is super relevant. Oh, re-rolling this puts us at 15. Guess we're purging a card then. Probably a base level restore is not good. Now we duplicate the intent on death because it's just like so important to increasing my damage output. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Alright, I need to just like not lose the run by playing my cards in the wrong order and consuming them wrong. Ooh, invisibility from turn 1. This is a 6, which means that this unit is going here. My Sentient is going on floor 1 to pick off this stuff. I can consume Razor Sharp Edge this turn, so I can actually cast Engulfed in Smoke. Or I can just play the Burnout Lady, which is worth 30 damage repeatedly. I think the sweep unit is better to play behind here. So I'm going to consume Razor Sharp Edge to get this going. And now it's a question of, do I get to play the Dreg? Sweep unit is space 3. Sweep unit is space 3. I could play the Dreg, but then I can't play the Formless Child in front to reform something. Maybe that's fine and I need this additional damage right now. And then after 5 turns, it's okay. So, like, obviously that has to happen. And obviously this has to happen. Probably in that order. Now I don't have the ability to cast this card again right now. I will just consume one of these so I don't draw it again later, though. Which one am I duplicating? Probably the multi-strike one on the top floor after doing both things on it. I think we go this, intent on death it. Now we have a very good, like, top floor in terms of DPS. And I can still, like, drop the big one or one of the smaller ones down, or drop this to the bottom floor. Like, I'm gonna have options. I think we're good now. I think at this point, we have enough DPS to make it through this fight. This consumes anyway. Get this out of my hand. Oh my gosh, we redrew intent. Oh no, that was the duplicated one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I guess I can take you out, or do chip damage on this floor. I can largely just, like, not care about floors that aren't these two at this point. Let's do some chip damage to this front floor. And now, like, what floor do I intend on death on? Probably this one again, right? Just for, like, multi-strikers. Probably this top one. How do I want to let you burn out? I guess, like, enhancing that for later is maybe relevant. Okay. I have cards. This is a consumed Glimmer anyway. I'm just gonna play this here. Another unit gets hit by you. Runs nice and healthy up there. And here. I guess this card doesn't matter much. Do I need to play other cards? Like, is a Restoring Retreat on one of these to spread the damage better than just having the super floor up top? Probably not. Let's just respect the fire health here. Okay, this consumes anyway. We've redrawn an intent on death. That's great. Let's take this unit out. Everyone there is dying. So chip away at this floor. Do I want another one of you? Fight's just kind of up here. You've reached a limit. Maybe that means I drip ball one of these down. So I can intent on death again up there. Good stuff. Alright, I have a lot of cards. I don't need my weaker... Actually, this engraft is, like, done. Get rid of that. Then it's probably time to do a little bit on this floor. Like, sweep that back unit out of there, heal this. In terms of unit creation numbers, I create more units if I do this. Then you can tank a little bit on floor 1. I can let one of you just take a hit and die. For a little overfull on the top floor. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, now all we want is, like, the engulfed in smoke. Yeah, we can definitely consume a sting and not care. I don't really think it matters what floor I engulfed in smoke on. Like, technically better to stack on the top floor, though. So let's stack on the top floor. Do that, and I guess this matters marginally. Man, we killed Seraph on this floor before we even got to the cool floor. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, Derrikus, this is the tail end of a rather absurd run. Double intent on death, double large-stoned, multi-striking Legion of Wax with a third slot upgrade, plus Razor Sharp Edge and a few other enhancement cards. This was a good one. Let me pull up the deck so you can see what it was like. Because it was good. We had some problems, but we solved them with a floor 8 intent on death. We had to pass on 2 trials because they were units restore all HP. Yeah, so we have a 23 X2 73 life Legion of Wax, and a 38 113 Legion of Wax. So, mistakes that I made that run. I took too many units, overestimating how much space I had. I got the Railforger's Hammer, which gave me extra space, and I was intending on using my Dripfall and my Restoring Retreat to open up space to let me play some more of these units. But the reality was that a lot of times I had to keep my units in certain places, or the power was going to take damage, or like I didn't draw my Restoring Retreat or Dripfall early enough to make everything work. So I think I picked one too many units, and I probably should have passed on one more unit, one of these two. I also think I could have changed my pathing a little bit to get a couple more card removes. That might have been good. Like, obviously we won and everything, but if I didn't get that last pick intent on death, I think things were very scary for us. So like maybe removing a couple more dregs earlier would have done good things. This 1-cost Cycle of Life and this holdover Engulfed in Smoke were both very, very good for us, though. Quite happy with those. Let's do another one. I have one combination I haven't won with now. What do I have left? Hellhorned Umbra, I think? Yeah, alright. Hellhorned Umbra is the last to go. Let's make a shot at that. Oh wait, I should probably stop recording.